It's the afternoon edition of the Weather Xtreme video. This is for Tuesday, June 23rd. I'm James Spann. No real change in the weather through Thursday. Hot, humid, a few isolated storms, but late this week on Friday, rain chances go up, heat levels coming down. Check it out. Big picture this afternoon. Upper ridge all across the southern states. The core of the heat a little west of the state, but it's hot enough. The storm track up on the Canadian border, and within that hot air mass, a few isolated storms today. Really some of the heavier ones down south. That was the radar from Mobile at 236. Severe storms over parts of southern Mobile, southern Baldwin counties. We had golf ball-sized hail reported in that storm at Foley earlier this afternoon. Those are not moving much at all. And yep, it's hot. Mid-90s. Birmingham 94. The same for Anniston, Tuscaloosa 96. How about 97 at Huntsville? And we'll see very similar numbers tomorrow and Thursday, but a nice cool down coming up by Friday and Saturday. Around the nation, pretty toasty for the southern states, but next week the core of the heat moves west and the east will be cooler. Again, these heat advisories are up for much of the state. And, places like Birmingham and Anniston and Gadsden are not under one, but tell people there it's not hot. It is. Up north, a number of severe thunderstorm watch boxes all the way from West Virginia into parts of New England. That's where there's an enhanced risk of severe weather in that zone. Also, a couple of slight risks across the high plains. We note a marginal risk down in South Alabama for the rest of today and tonight, and for the extreme northern part of the state as well. Tomorrow, the SPC guys have put much of the state in a marginal severe weather risk. It might be a decent setup for a few wet microbursts. Localized areas of strong straight-line winds, almost impossible to warn for those things. Just keep in mind that's a possibility tomorrow. The organized severe weather should be well to the north. And on day 3, Thursday, pretty much the same thing. Severe weather risks north of here. Rain for the next 5 days. Not much. I take that back. Not much through Thursday, but after Thursday, how about 1 inch? That's the numbers here coming off the QPF chart, valid through Sunday morning. Heavier totals to the north. And the Atlantic Basin still very quiet because of this dry air coming off the African deserts. In fact, some of that has actually made the turn up into the Southeast United States. You noticed it was awfully hazy today. A little bit of that is actual dust from the African deserts. How about that for a long trip? All right, model fans, 12Z GFS valid tomorrow at 1 o'clock local time. 594 heat ridge right on top of us. So just like today, hot, humid, isolated storms, highs mid to upper 90s. And really the same thing on Thursday. I don't think we see a lot of change, maybe a little better chance of an afternoon storm. But Friday, you'll start to notice a difference. The heights come down, rain chances go up. Decent chance we'll see a few passing showers and storms, and we will not get out of the 80s on Friday for a change. The sun might peek out at times, but I think we'll have a day with more clouds than sun. And look at that trough over the eastern U.S. on Saturday. Goodness. Out west, a blazing 594 heat bubble all the way up into parts of Oregon and Idaho. It's going to be very hot up there, but for us, a nice cool down, and rain chances are relatively high for Saturday. Not a total washout, but a pretty decent chance of rain at times throughout the day, maybe some thunder. A little bit of sun, but probably not much. The high in the low and mid-80s, and that's it. And looky here. Drier air moves into North Alabama Sunday. If this is right, Sunday should be mostly sunny and less humid. And Monday should be a beautiful day, mostly sunny and pleasant. Monday morning, we'll do low 60s, maybe some 50s for the cooler pockets around here. That'll feel good. Here's a week from today. This is Tuesday, June 30th. Again, we've got a heat ridge in the west. Look at the 597 circle around Salt Lake City. Wow, that is blazing hot. But nice and cool in the east for summertime. And again, that looks pretty dry with mostly sunny conditions during the day, and the humidity value is still relatively low. This is the end of the forecast, approaching the 4th of July, Independence Day weekend. This is July 3rd. We've still got nice troughing north of the state, and again, that looks pretty quiet and fairly comfortable, maybe temperatures approaching 90 at that point. Numbers coming off the ensembles. Now, this thing has 100 Thursday. That's an outlier, and we don't buy that. We do expect mid to upper 90s tomorrow, Wednesday, and Thursday, but highs go back in the 80s Friday and over the weekend. And they slowly come back up toward the 4th of July weekend, but I think all those numbers are about 3 or 4 degrees too high. Temperature anomalies July 1st through July 7th, below average from the Great Lakes down to Texas, including parts of Alabama, and I think most people should be pretty happy with that. That's it for the Weather Xtreme video this afternoon. We'll have notes in the blog. Next video here by 7 o'clock tomorrow morning. If you can, catch us this evening on the live stream of the television side, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening, and God bless.